Welcome to MyTrack Training. We are going to discuss different price types that go on an RFQ. An RFQ is made up of line items of items you're going to be quoting. Items could be anything from a widget to a machine part to a service charge. Items are managed in item maintenance, and we have something called the default RFQ price type in this section here. There's 4 different type of price types. One is base price, which takes prices that you've preset for that item. You have custom price, where every price could be modified as you're adding them to the RFQ. We have a customer price, where you could have specific prices for customers, and that could apply discounts or different pricing breakouts based on the customer. And what we have is quoted price, and that's a price that comes directly from the quote. So we're going to discuss what a custom price is. And you could set the default for every item to a specific price type. Some items you may have one-offs where they're quoted every single time and they're unique, and others may be a product line which you keep quoting over and over, but you're not changing your price. So when you go to the RFQ, this is where you have your list of items, and we could actually click the add by item, and I could look up an item, and I'm going to look up an item called 1328050. So I'm going to add an item 1328050. When you double click that item, it's going to add that item to your RFQ as just another line item on your RFQ. There's 2 parts to this. One is adding the line item, the other is entering the quantities that you wish to quote on. The customer is wanting a quote on 25 pieces and 100 pieces. After you type in your quantities, you can click OK. Once you click OK, you'll see it shows the quantities on the grid and your price types. These price types can be modified directly, so we default to the custom price for this part, but you could change it here if you want. You could go over to the cost. You could type in a cost. Let's say it's $15. I'm going to put a margin in of 5%, and you could see all the pricing is updated as you're typing the information in. And I could go to the next section and put another price. I'm going to put it at $12, 5% margin, and the price is a little lower. Earlier I mentioned that you could select your primary price by selecting primary price and you're hitting save. On the front RFQ screen, you will actually see the price based on that quantity that you selected as being the primary price. That enables the total cost down below and total amount to be reflected using those primary quantities. And this is really for the benefit of seeing what an overall value of this RFQ might be. You could always edit the line item by clicking the edit button next to the line item, and you could add more quantities, or you could even hit the edit button on the quantity and go into more detail and change the values here if you want. And again, you could change your price types at this point if you desire. That is how to create an item that has a custom price. And really, these type of items I would consider to be more like a product line or one-off, or something that's simple that you don't need a detailed quote with bill of material and everything broken out, and you could just add in your price.